things may be getting out of hand. Of course, none of us expected a negative reaction. I was shocked when Valentine said no so adamantly.
Oh, I am sorry.
To tell the truth, I was more shocked by Mikkos.
How so?
The way he so calmly pulled that control lever to lower the temperature in Port Charles, it didn't seem to distress him at all.
I sometimes wonder if that man has any feelings.
That's rather harsh, don't you think?
I don't trust him, Max. He may say he won't go all the way, but he's fully capable of doing it. We just can't let him.
Yes, I know. One more no. That's all I'll wait for. If Valentine says no once more, I'll call on our countries to withdraw their support.
Yes, it's the only way.
Don't worry, darling. I won't let Mikkos go to the extreme.
We shall see. We shall see.
Well, I've kept my eyes and ears pretty open, like you said, but I really can't put all these pieces together.
Okay, love, we'll just run it by us and tell us what you know.
Okay, well, like I said, they started the freezing process by shooting off this rocket. And from what I can gather from this, it has let out a cloud of diamond dust over a city. Therefore, it blocks the sun, and it gets colder.
You trying to tell me that Mikkos controls this from under the ground?
Oh, yeah. And from what I can tell, the people keep getting colder because we've been watching the monitoring. We can see everything that's happening. No, I did not believe this until I saw it with my own eyes.
What?
People are starting to freeze. What? Well, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm telling you, the people are getting colder. And from what I can tell, the people are going to be a lot more miserable before it's over.
Where?
Someplace in New York. It's where Alexandria comes from. Oh, you know where it is. It's the place we got on the yacht. Port Charles.
Another morning in paradise. Morning, Moondoggy. Morning, Gidge. Come on, surf's up. Let's catch the first waves of the day. I don't understand this, you know?
I think you've gone out of what's left of your mind.
No, Robert, the only thing I need is to get down below and tear up that place. That's all I need.
We tried direct assault. We're all going to finish up a lot the worse than where we are now.
I'm really beginning to wonder if we have a chance at all.
Well, now, come on, Gidge. You know we've got a chance. Hang in there, baby.
I am. I'm trying.
That's my girl.
Speaking of which, I'm a little concerned about Tiffany.
Well, you mean that she'll come through for us?
She's still our only hope of breaking into Submarine City down there.
Well, then where is she?
She did promise to meet us here this morning with some breakfast.
Yeah, well, you know, Robert, her track record of dependability continues to wane. It's already morning.
Right. No Tiffany.
Well, what do we have here? TV, sneaking food. I thought Corinne was the only one who liked to stuff her face.
There's a considerable difference between Corinne and myself.
So I noticed, especially around the hips. But then again, you have been ill, and I know you have to eat to keep up your strength here.
Don't worry, Alice. Whatever I take, make sure I'll give you what's left.
How sweet. But I do understand that people who have a tendency to overeat aren't getting enough of, shall we say, what they need.
I must tell Victor that. He'll find it quite amusing.
Yes, I'm sure you have to do everything you can think of to keep Victor amused.
Well, I give it my best, dear. But then I guess Tony's already told you that, hasn't he?
Oh, you try so hard, Tiffy.
Yes.
Now, do you know where Mikkos is?
Why don't you try the control room?
Because we both know that's off limits, darling.
I trust you've noticed a considerable change in the Port Charles atmospheric conditions, Mr. Ballantyne?
Are you trying to tell me that you're claiming credit for the weather changes at Port Charles?
Precisely.
Well, the answer is no. You're not going to blackmail us. The House of Cassadine is not going to dominate the civilized world.
A most regrettable attitude, Mr. Ballantyne. I'd advise you to reconsider.
There will be no compromise.
Very well. You leave me with no choice but to show you convincing proof of what I can do.
What are you doing? We haven't finished the negotiations.
There will be no further negotiations except on my terms. I offer them the opportunity to capitulate, and they have refused.
What are you planning?
A suitable demonstration of power.
We cannot destroy Port Charles.
Port Charles is an insignificant little hamlet. It is quite expendable.
It should be apparent that your strategy didn't work.
But it will work.
Valentine's not going to give in. We must stop this before it goes any further.
I have work to do. We'll discuss this another time.
Did you hear me, Mikkos? We cannot destroy Port Charles.
A few thousand people sacrificed to save millions, a way of salvation for the world. And you would say no?
Your attitude is entirely unacceptable.
To whom is it unacceptable, Max? To you?
We made a deal. I was to share in all decisions.
And so you have, to this point.
No, Mikkos. You've taken complete charge. Now I must call my people and tell them we're pulling out of this deal.
Calm yourself, Max. And remember that our one goal, our great humanitarian endeavor, will be achieved at any cost.
You have no authority to proceed without the approval of the others.
Authority, my dear colleague, belongs to him who exercises it.
What was that all about?
It appears the boys have been having a small argument.
Small? I'm afraid there's nothing small about it when you have a disagreement with Mikkos.
Oh, well, frankly, I think he's a pussycat.
Tiffany, I would be very careful if I were you. Your charms may not work on all the Cassadine men.
Well, they worked rather well on 2 out of 3. What's your batting average, dear?
You are such a fool. Let me give you a little piece of advice. I would not get caught between a fallout between Max and Mikkos. Because Mikkos is not the kind of man who's going to share his power with anyone.
Very perceptive, Alexandria.
Oh, Mikkos, dear man. You never cease to be a surprise.
Because we didn't know you were there.
Obviously. You should know better than to speculate about the future or even to discuss it. Don't ever forget that I am in control, in complete control.
Well, we were just having a little friendly conversation.
Oh, relax, Alex. He was just reminding us that we're guests. We shouldn't become too curious, should we?
A wise philosophy. Perhaps you can share it with Alexandria.
Why not? We've shared so many other things.
Then we understand each other.
And we understand each other perfectly.
Oh, Mikkos, just one little favor, dear.
Oh, now what is it?
Well, you said that we had to have your permission to go upstairs, right?
You were up there yesterday.
Oh, I know, but a tan fades so quickly, and I have to keep working on it.
Leaving our quarters disrupts security.
Oh, well, I know, but I thought I could go up and get a little sun and have a little picnic. Well, it does give me something to do. Oh, please, Mikkos, I won't be a bother to anybody.
Oh, go.
You know, Alexandra, you really should try to work on your personality. Men are such wonderfully boyish manners when you know how to bring them out.